Hi guys, welcome to MedMade Easy. So today we are going to discuss about glucuronic acid pathway. So why is glucuronic acid pathway important? It is because it provides UDP glucuronic acid. This is helpful for conjugation of bilirubin, conjugation of steroids, conjugation of various drugs, and it is also very important for synthesis of glycosaminoglycans. And this process mainly happens in liver. So now coming to the pathway, glucose is converted to glucose 6-phosphate with the help of hexokinase. This is a common step which also happens in glycolysis, and glucose 6-phosphate turns into glucose 1-phosphate with the help of phosphoglucomutase. Now this glucose 1-phosphate gets converted to UDP glucose with the help of UDP glucose phosphorylase. Next, this UDP glucose gets converted to UDP glucuronic acid with the help of UDP glucose dehydrogenase. Next, this UDP glucuronic acid is the one which I said like it is useful in production, in conjugation of bilirubin, in conjugation of steroids, and also various drugs. And now this UDP glucuronic acid gets converted to D-glucuronic acid with the help of UDP glucuronidase. And this D-glucuronic acid gets converted to L-gluconate with the help of glucuronate reductase. Now, from L-gluconate, there are two parts, which one happens in primates and the other happens in lower animals. It's because the enzyme which is present in lower animals is not present in primates. So now first we're going to see the path in lower animals. This L-gluconate gets converted to L-gunolactone with the help of L-gunolactone oxidase. And this L-gunolactone gets converted to 2-keto L-gulonolactone with the help of L-gulonolactone oxidase. I'm so sorry, here it's not L-gunolactone, it's L-gulonate oxidase. So here it is L-gulonate oxidase, here L-gulonolactone oxidase. It's converted into 2-keto L-gulonolactone. This converts into ascorbic acid in lower animals. So in lower animals, ascorbic acid is prepared in body itself, while in primates like humans and bats and all other primates, this L-gunonolactone oxidase is not present in the body. So that is the reason this ascorbic acid is an essential amino acid which must be taken from the diet. and it's not prepared in the body itself. So this is the one path which happens in lower animals, while the other part which happens in primates is this L-gluconate gets converted to 3-keto-L-gluconate with the help of L-gluconate dehydrogenase, and this 3-keto-L-gluconate gets converted into L-xylulose, and this L-xylulose get converted into xylitol, and this happens with the help of xylulose reductase, and this xylitol gets converted into D-xylulose with the help of xylitol dehydrogenase, and this D-xylulose gets converted into D-xylulose 5-phosphate with the help of kinase, and this D-xylulose 5-phosphate enters the pentose phosphate pathway. So if you haven't seen my video regarding pentose phosphate pathway, or which is also called as HMP shunt pathway, it's popping up and it's also given in the description box. So go and watch this pentose phosphate pathway, or it is also called as HMP shunt pathway. Now here it is another clinical aspect where this L-xylulose gets converted to D-xylulose with the help of xylulose reductase and xylitol dehydrogenase. Sometimes when any one of the both enzymes don't work properly, or they may be absent in the humans, which results in pentosuria. It's one of the inborn errors of Garrett's tetrad. So there are basically 4 inborn errors of Garrett's tetrad, that is albinism, alkaptonuria, cystinuria, and last it is pentosuria. So what is actually pentosuria? The L-xylulose over here will not be converted into D-xylulose because there is an absence of either xylulose reductase or xylitol dehydrogenase. So in this case, what happens is this L-xylulose gets accumulated in the body, and this L-xylulose is excreted in the urine, which gives a positive Benedict's test. Positive Benedict's test. In which other case this positive Benedict's test occurs? I think most of you know that it also occurs in diabetes mellitus. So the main thing which I wanted to say here is, even in pentosuria and also in diabetes mellitus, Benedict's test is positive. So it's very important to know the differences between the pentosuria and the Benedict's test, and the diabetes mellitus, because most of the times the treatment for pentosuria is actually given with the help of insulin, which must be given to the diabetes mellitus. So it's generally misunderstood. So it's important to understand the pentosuria and also the and also the diabetes mellitus. So here is a video regarding the glucuronic acid pathway. I hope everything is clear in it, and if you like this video, then subscribe, like and share. And as I said, HMP pathway is given in description box. If you haven't watched that video, then you can just click on it and watch my HMP shunt pathway video. Thank you.